Hey everybody, Grumpy here. Got to tell you a little story. I sold my Mavic Pro. I bought a Phantom 4. What was I thinking? So when the Mavic Pro came out, I was really excited. Here was a camera platform that was at a price point I could afford and had camera specs that I thought looked fantastic. So, like many people, it turns out, ordered one. Weeks, though it did seem like a lifetime later, it showed up. I opened that sucker, and after the usual DJI dance of updates and activations and calibrations, I was able to fly. And the first time I flew it, it was like a miracle. I had been flying toy drones up to that point. No GPS, no compass, nothing. Just flying by the seat of your pants. And quite frankly, the Mavic was like butter. It was so easy to fly. I couldn't believe it. And more importantly, I could take my hands off of the stick and it would just float in space where I left it. I had not experienced that before. So far, everything was looking great. I shot some videos. The initial ones looked really good. And then unfortunately, I began to feel sadness because I was seeing the dreaded mush in my videos, and I was not happy. I, of course, immediately turned to the YouTubes and found all sorts of really smart people suggesting this setting and that setting, this sharpness, this blah. Tried them all. None of it worked. Well, no, okay, that's not fair. They got better. The images got better. But at the end of the day, the mush did not go away. So I was unhappy. Now, that was the first and probably the biggest reason for me to sell the Mavic, because it just didn't have the image quality I was looking for. But there was a second reason, and this one is going to surprise some of you, I think. The Mavic was too small. The truth of it was, I was losing it in the sky. I would look down at my iPhone and see the beautiful images, or what I hoped were going to be the beautiful images I was taking, and then I would look up into the sky and I couldn't find my drone, and it took a while sometimes to be able to track it down. Oh no! This did not make me happy, and that combined with the images really sort of pushed me over the edge and made it so that I decided I needed to get a bigger and better camera platform. So what to do? Of course, my gear-lusting heart immediately went to the Inspire 2 and dreams of the X7 and lenses, and oh my, the price, never going to happen. Well, maybe someday, you never know. But the Phantom 4 Pro V2 had just come out. The camera spec on the Phantom was definitely much better, and the comparison videos I had seen online made it look really good. So I decided to take a chance on it, and I bought myself a Phantom. And I have to say, once again, I'm in love with flying the drone and the images I can create with it. It's also large enough that I have no trouble finding it 99% of the time, whereas I would be losing the Mavic Pro quite frequently, unfortunately, in the sky. So, happy camper. Now, one more thing. I was at Spin Up a couple of weeks ago. For those of you that don't know, Spin Up is a drone conference that was held here in Round Rock at the Dell Diamond, and had a boatload of the top YouTube drone people shown up there, a whole bunch. And I had a great time meeting all of these people and a bunch of other folks as well. And one of the things that they did during the day was they had drawings. And the last drawing of the day was for a Mavic 2 Pro. And when they spun the magic Wheel of Fortune dial up on the big computer screen on stage, I watched as my name rolled from the bottom of the screen and lined up with the arrow, and I, Grumpy, now own a Mavic 2 Pro. So I sold a Mavic, bought a Phantom, and now I have what I think is the perfect backup drone for me, the Mavic 2 Pro. My initial testing with it has shown that the image quality is substantially better than the Mavic. I also have to confess that while the size is still an issue for me trying to find it in the sky sometimes, I really do like the portability of the Mavic 2. It's really nice to be able to have the drone in my backpack all the time. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to use the Phantom. The Phantom is still my main bird. However, I don't carry the Phantom with me all the time, whereas I do have the Mavic 2 with me now more often than not. The camera you have with you is the camera you take pictures with. Let's see how this works. So anyway, that's my story. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to see your comments down below, so please post away. And I just want to say one more thing to you guys. Stay grumpy.